Go, babe, go! I had to unmute my mic. We did the background, like the Christmas one that I have up right now. I bought it on sale from like an Etsy shop. I don't even remember which Etsy shop it came from, if I'm completely honest. I just thought it was absolutely adorable and it was very much affordable. But yeah, it was like pre-made, so. Wrong one. There we go. Like, Spooky Stitch just made an appearance for a second. Like, whoops! Wrong season. There it is. Ding, 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 ding. Every time I hear that, I immediately start thinking of Hamilton. Dee, how does a bastard orphan, son of a and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean, with Providence impoverished and squalor, learn up to be a hero and a scholar. Trying to find a frame for your tattoo. The $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot smarter by being a self-starter. By 14, you placed him in starters as 3. Yeah, I was trying to get it up. I have to switch between either, because not all my games will automatically come up if I use the auto. Sometimes I have to specifically tell OBS this is what I want to show up here. Which I only really found out because of Undertale. Do. Alright, last time I was trying to get all of the stuff for this like this was a side quest I was doing. These side quests. Wants you to dry out her wet plain fuels so she can leave the big moist. You should find a still somewhere. Still need to bring her the gravel from the quarry that we got last time. Deuce, where Kathy and Tom could have gone on foot after the truck ran out of gas. I still need to clean the outdoor bird bath for Barbara. But I needed like a specific thing for that. And I also need to take the 11 padlocks back to Pepperidge Dolphin. I don't think I got all 11 locks. Did I? Key items, quest items. Rare. Oh no, I do have all 11. Oh, sweet. I can turn that one in. No skeptics. Let's see, there's the crash site, treehouse. The sunken boxcar. There we are. The shotgun-toting gator hunter hollers at you from behind the trees. You again. I told you to get. Didn't I give you enough money for the bus? Here. Gosh, thanks. He's gonna be really pissed if he finds me a third time. There, I have your locks. I found your father's padlocks. Thank you so much. You didn't run into my grandmother by any chance, did you? What? No, was she supposed to be there? No, that would have been highly unusual if she had been, considering she died more than 30 years ago. Here's your padlocks. Marvelous! Once I've reaccustomed myself to standing on level ground, I'll be on my way. There's a big hobo camp near Ocean City that you might be interested in. I can give you directions. Ah, excellent. I think I will head that way now. Perhaps I'll see you there? Alright, well. I could go check and see how... Big shiny treasure chests on that tussock over there. What's a tussock? Oh no, as you approach, a bunch of gatormen jump out of the mud, surrounding you. It was an ambush all along. Or your haunch of meat. You chuck the haunch of raw meat at gatormen, who start fighting over it immediately. You assume your plan was to sneak away while they're distracted, so I'll just go ahead and say you do that. Yeah, cool. The frog bog. Look at all them frogs. So many frogs. Some of them are like just straight up black frog. Whoa. Help? Hey, what? Frogs are talking. Clear your throat. There was a frog in it. Haha. Maybe don't use that joke when talking to the frogs, though. Hello, frogs. Not ribbit frogs. Humans. Frogs. Frogs, frogs, rivet, rivet. Uh, your frogs, not humans. Wait, you're saying your humans, not frogs? Yes, right, yes. Okay. Right. Okay. You think about what it would like to be trapped in a frog's body, and after a few seconds, you stop thinking about it because you don't like thinking about things that fill you with harrowing existential angst. How did this happen? Quarry curse. They were statue. So cave. There's a curse stay ancient god. Ancient cave curse. Ancient god. Kind of hard to understand with you all talking at once. You like all stop talking except for one frog. Share. All share. Mind. Oh, they all share one mind. All frogs share a single mind. Wow, that's incredible. This changes, Actually, you can't think of anything significant consequences of what you just learned. You try to remember the last time you interacted with a specific frog as an individual, and it was... Oh, that was biology class. Best probably not to bring that up. What can I help? What can I do? One of the larger frogs hops up to you and coughs loudly. A shiny green object flies out of its mouth and sinks into the water. Grab it. You roll up your sleeve and plunge your hand into the nasty water. Your fingers find a hard object, which turns out to be, wow, shiny. You got the gleaming emerald, the most beautiful thing a frog has ever barfed at you. You turn back to the frog. What should I do with this? A second frog approaches and belches up a soggy piece of paper. You decide to just look at it instead of touching it with your hand. It appears to be a shipping label from a nearby quarry. Careful, good luck. We need to replace that emerald. Here's a grisly sight. The carcass of some kind of swamp animal covered in huge ticks. Oh, no, wait. Some of them are buzzing in the air. Are they actually wasps? Well, haha, it turns out both things can be true. They're tick wasps, with a notable, which are notable for being the only insect that can stab you with both ends. Oh no. I have to fight them. Ew. Ooh. Like, ow. Crack. Rise, O servant of cheese. He's bleeding. He's on fire. Like that. I got one. Ouch. Goes Rufus. No. I don't know if I'm gonna survive this battle. There goes our cheese, dude. Oh, I'm so dead. You lost. Gee, that really ticks you off. Wow, those ticks off to you. Losing the fight made you really mad. Lost a fight and you're not taking it lying down. Not anymore, at least. You were lying down for a while because of the way you got knocked to the ground. Aim quarry. Help wanted. Whoa. Is that a frog? Or is that a human? Hi there, Ribbit. This seems like a strange question, but do you know anything about a curse? Ribbit. Your attitude says no, but your everything else says yes. Ribbit. There's a note on the door. Drive efficiently. Excess gas use will be deducted from your paycheck. Management. Foreman, mess hall, bunk. Either a guy who thinks he's a frog, or the soul of a frog trapped in the body of a guy, or a really good method actor rehearsing for Toad of Toad Hall. Hi, excuse me? Ribbit. Have you seen any cursed frog idols around? He sticks his tongue out as a fly buzzes past and seems confused and disappointed by its length. Oh boy. Okay, good luck. Ribbit. Can I get in here? We can. It's the foreman. This man doesn't look very happy to be a frog, or the other way around, or whatever. Hi there, Ribbit. Nice suit. You look like a fancy guy. Ribbit. Guess you basically won the frog lottery, huh? Ribbit. Your assumption was correct. It's a bookshelf full of books. It's all books on management with titles like Shaking the Invisible Hand, You Deserve More, and How to Get Blood Out of the Turnips You Hired. Okay. Painting of a safe. Is that meant to be reverse psychology? Behind it. Push the painting aside and find, surprise! A safe. Unfortunately, it's a key type safe and you don't have the key. Not that a combination lock would have been much better, but you could have twiddled the dial and hoped to get lucky. Maybe it's... oh, we got a key for the mess hall. You find a key labeled mess and a gun labeled Bess in 2 different drawers. Got Bess. This was both the foreman's gun and his wife. Okay. Personnel files for everybody who works at or has ever worked at this quarry. You give the files a quick rifle through. They tend to be very thin. People who are hired and then quit real fast. There's only a handful of current records and they aren't very interesting. Then we will not look any further. Remains of a fancy meal with fancy condiments. Can we steal his hat? I can. This hat rack is dressed like a cowboy. You end the hat rack's childish game. You got the intimidating Stetson. We got the key to the mess hall, so... Ew. As advertised, it's a mess. Huh. From the looks of the crust on these dishes, the food here wasn't very good even before it spoiled. Range doesn't even have a gas line connected to it. I guess you could warm something up to room temperature. Looks like the people got so hungry they started eating the cabinet doors. Search the last remaining drawer. Nothing here but junk. We got some matches. The table is swarming with flies. Boo. Anything in the bunk? All the oil in this lamp has dried up. There's only one bed, and the S on the bunk side must have been a typo. The cruel soul turned this radio to static and then walked away. Presumably, these lockers are where the employees kept their personal possessions. The frog lady's watching and seems real agitated, best to leave it alone. Lady seems real nervous about something, although the way she's hopping around on the floor makes it difficult to judge her body language in a regular way. Hi, ma'am. Ribbit. Can you tell me, can you communicate to me in some way anything about a curse? Ribbit. Oh, jeez, please don't do that thing with your neck. Ribbit. Another one of the froggy men? Hi. Ribbit. If I asked you if you were a frog trapped in a man's body, would you have any way to answer that question that I'd be able to understand? Ribbit. I guess I didn't know what I was expecting. Ribbit. Well, I think I found out where I need to put the thing. It's a crude but large statue of a frog. Looks pretty old, and it has a single glowing emerald eye. Hey, don't touch that! Ah! A talking... man. That's right. I'm a human man and not a frog at all. I have reason to believe that you're actually a frog in a man's body somehow. Well, it's my body now, and I'm keeping it. I don't need any dry skin leg walkers coming in here, and holy hop, you've got the missing eye. This big emerald? Yeah, I was just noticing that it looks an awful lot like that other one. Okay. I absolutely need you to step away from that statue right hopping now. Don't want me to fix it? It looks pretty important. It is very important. It's an ancient idol of the frog god. When the humans blasphemed against it by removing that eye, this particular human right here, I might add, they were cursed with the great croaking one's righteous fury. Oh, so that's why all the people here and the frogs in that bog nearby. Yeah, you guessed it. That's old Freaky Friday routine. I don't know what that means. Forget about it. The point is, the humans did the crime, so now it's Frog's time to shine. And if I put the eye back... Put the eye back, it undoes the curse, yeah? Ah, Hop, maybe I shouldn't have told you that. Those frogs of people really want their bodies back. Well, so hopping what? Hop them. Jeez, man. Look, take your inherent pro-human bias into account and consider the justice of the situation, okay? These people come rolling in here with the machines and stuff, tear up our land, spill oil and gasoline everywhere. Then they find this ancient religious icon, and the first thing they do is try to loot it. These aren't good people. They got what was coming to them. Sing you to sleep? You ready? I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree. It won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue Christmas. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, a blue Christmas. Hopefully that was suitable. One more. I can just go ahead and do another. Do you care which one it is? You work for those channel points. Hey, if you insist. Well, what should I do? I'll tell you what you do. You take the other eye out of the statue. What? I don't want to be a frog. Ah, don't worry about that. It won't curse you. What it'll do is it'll make the original curse permanent. No take-backs, no do-overs. That's justice, tadpole. Tell you what, I'll sweeten the deal. You can keep the emeralds. Heck, I'll make a necklace for you. Like necklaces? I'm used to having a neck. I'm still getting used to having a neck myself. Well... I'll think about it. Oh, what should I do? Oh, this is a tough decision. The only thing is that the other frogs seem really uncomfortable.
Magical songs of enchantment.
Ah, there it is.
Magical songs of enchantment. A flute is just what I need to play. A flute is just what I need to play magical.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? Or I can't help falling in love with I will. Well, I'll think about it. Well, considering you haven't really figured out how to work these fists, or I haven't really figured out how to work these fists yet, can't do much to stop you either way. But I'm warning you, if you put that eye back, you're gonna find yourself on the wrong side of history, pal. Uh-huh. I just... Frog is watching you carefully. Judging from the smell and the thick cloud of flies, it's not a good place for a good time. Let's not go back there unless you really have a good reason. Can't help you notice you haven't done anything to the statue yet. Guess I wanted to talk about it some more. Alright, well, from where I'm standing, it's a pretty straightforward thing. Just walk over there and yank that emerald out of its socket. I don't understand why you want that. I already explained it to you, pal. I want the swap to be permanent. I want to keep this body. Hmm. Oh. How do you know how the statue works? I just kind of know? It's like I can hear the frog god speaking to me through the idol. But sort of. Not exactly. It's hard to explain. Gosh, maybe you're the frog chosen one or something. Well, I'll try not to get a swelled head about it. Your head's bigger than your whole body was before, though. Yeah, good job. That was literally the joke I was making. Try to keep up, kid. Ah, I see. Oh. Why don't you take it out yourself? I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't exactly have the fine motor control over this body yet. Can't even stand up straight without falling over. You're doing pretty well. The others can't even talk yet. Oh, really? I must be because I'm the frog chosen one. I mean, you might be. Yet I'm pretty sure that is not a thing. Hmm. Oh. Why do you want to be a human so badly? Because it's exciting and new. Check out these thumbs. Are you kidding me? Some of the climbing type frogs have rudimentary thumbs, but not like these tadpoles. I'm gonna give so many thumbs up to people, it's gonna be great. Thumbs are pretty good. I guess I don't appreciate mine enough. Right? Forget being a frog. Being a frog sucked. I guarantee the others agree with me. Well, if you say so. Humans can have those dumb frog bodies. It serves them right. Hmm. Seems pretty rude to do this to those people. Take their side. They deserve what they got. They deserve to be turned into frogs. That's right, they do. Those guys blasphemed against the frog god, and being stuck with those dumb frog bodies is just their dust desserts. Seems really harsh. Well, the lesson to take away from this is don't hop with don't hop with the frog god. Huh. Frog gave me this emerald. How's that possible? Oh, it's probably me. I mean him. Try that again. It's human's mind in my frog body. I was hopping around in here when it happened. We're in this cave? It's kind of far from the water. Yeah, but I've always been really drawn to this statue. Huh. Maybe I am the frog chosen one. Kneel before me, human. Oh no. I'm just kidding. I've always been pretty devout, though. Particularly a religious frog. Well, unlike we humans, frogs only have the one god. If there's only one game in town, you might as well play, right? That seems important. Well, Look, he's trying to convince me to change my mind about this. It's not working. Shoot. If you want to try that argument again, be my guest. I haven't got anywhere else to be at the moment. I don't know that I've got any more points to make. Well, if you make them in a different order, it'll help. It's the first time I ever had an argument with anyone, so I'm still figuring out myself. Huh. There might be a way to convince him, but... Alright, still can't really talk to any of these guys yet. The crank you are. Hmm. Oh, hey, Froxus. Twitch is twitching out. What? Hmm. I have to figure out the best way to get this. Farley woke up first and stole the jewel. Again, that's just like him, which I assume so based on the only fact I know about him, which is that he steals jewels. How do you know how the statues work? Why didn't you take it yourself? Do you want to be a human so badly? Don't take their side. They deserve what they got. They deserve to be turned into frogs? That's right, they do. They blasphemed against the frog god, and being stuck with those dumb frog bodies is their just desserts. But okay, but are they all guilty? That one frog gave me the emerald to fix the statue with. Seemed like a pretty good guy, at least. You put because... Oh, wait, hang on. I was lagging pretty bad. Oh no! Singing a bedtime song, you're supposed to be sleeping. Unload. How do you even know that? So you can pull out Twitch on the TV outlets on your computer. Nice. That's the one who stole the eye in the first place. He's the particular guy who wrecked the statue. Maybe he feels bad about it? I'm sure he does now that he's being punished. You can't take the slime, then don't do the crime. Well, that didn't work. Eh. Oh, hang on. So it's 2. devout is hot, but the others aren't less devout. Frogs all share the same mind. Are you still connected to the others? I can't hear them thinking anymore. To be honest, it's nice to finally get a little peace and quiet. Leave my duty to you. Eee. Sleep well, babe. Ew. Okay, the thumbs. I guarantee that the others agree with me. Except you can't really guarantee that because you don't share the same mind anymore. You don't know what they're thinking. Oh, look at you, all used to having hairs and being able to split them. It's true, though. Seems rude. I'll take their side. They got what they deserve what they got. But are they all guilty? He's the particular guy who wrecked the statue, and now you want to wreck it even more. You're the super devout and religious frog, right? It doesn't make any sense that you would want to you wouldn't want to fix it. Well, sometimes you gotta break some eggs if you want to make a broken egg thing. Some kind of food or whatever. Yeah, right. Look, what I'm hearing here is you think all the humans should suffer for the actions of one guy who did something that you want to make worse. You don't even know how the other frogs feel about it. Well, that's, I mean, alright, kid. I guess you got me dead to rights. Ha! In that face, which isn't actually yours.
Play magical songs of enchantment.
Thing is, though, your point being valid doesn't obligate me to change my mind.
A flute is just what I need to play magical.
I'll tell you what, if you can prove to me that the other former frogs around here don't want to be humans, and it really was only one human to blame for this blasphemy, then maybe we can work out a better solution to this. How do I do that? You're an adventurer, aren't you? Go wander around and poke at stuff and talk to people. What's your whole deal? The other frog people can't talk. Remember? I tried on my way here, probably. This is for Froxus. Wait. Whatever they want. Voice. Yeah, let me know what you'd like to hear, Frox. Or you could leave it up to me. Male? What? Joy to the world? Okay. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive a king. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Let heaven and nature sing. He rules the world with truth and grace that makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness. Repeat the sounding joy. Repeat the sounding joy. I'm probably getting this wrong. Repeat the sounding joy. Three Dog Night. Oh. I recognize the name, but it's been so long, I don't remember how their version even goes. Although I bet you if I listened to it, I would probably recognize it. I love you too, babe. Sleep well. Do not give him the emerald. Oh, yes! I know exactly the song. I grew up with that song. Jeremiah was a bullfrog, was a good friend of mine. I never understood a single word he said, but I helped him drink his wine. And he always had some mighty fine wine. He said, joy to the world, all the boys and girls. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. If I were the king of the world, I'd tell you what I'd do. I'd throw away the laws and the wars and make sweet love to you. Say it down, joy to the world, all the boys and girls. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. The title of the song is also Joy to the World. Yeah, it's just I didn't recognize it at first. When the praise band practices Joy to the World for Christmas, I have to slide that. I have a slide that has that one line. Ha 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 ha. We're gonna start. Bet you we're gonna start practicing for our church's Christmas
Magical songs
thing.
of enchantment. Magical songs of enchantment. A flute is just what I need to play. A flute is just what I need to play magical.
Because I did both. Is that retroactive? You don't have to. I was like, I willingly did that second one because that's like a childhood favorite. I used to listen to that getting ready in the morning when I was a kid. Like, I think I used to listen to that when I was like maybe 10 or 11. Cool down wasn't done. Alright. Don't give him the emerald. You hesitate, and the frogman sighs. Okay, fine. Do it yourself then. You see how the gem you're holding isn't glowing like the one in the statue? Maybe it can be recharged. He motions for you to hold the emerald against the statue. You do so cautiously, and after a moment, it begins to glow softly. Okay, nice. Take that and see if it doesn't help you communicate with the others. I'll cool my heels here for a while you're gone. That's a thing you do with heels, right? Right. Oh, I never introduced myself. I'm Rufus Baker. Oh, yeah, names. Right. I'm Frogger Eilding. Frogger. Alright. Frogger Eilding. Here we go. Hi there. How's the being human treating you? You have any water? Pour some water on me. Excuse me? My skin's too dry. I'm drying out. It's not really a problem for humans. I mean, I guess it's a small problem. You can get moisturizer cream for it. What are you talking about? I'm dying here. I'm pretty sure you can't die of dry skin. I won't be able to breathe. I'll shrivel up and die. That's not a... Water! Water! So if I were to ask you if you enjoy being human... Never mind. Hi, Fifth! Welcome. Hi there, how's it going? I'm so hungry. I can't catch anything. Catch? This new tongue isn't nearly long enough. See a fly go past and look black. He sticks his tongue out as far as he can. Nothing, I'm starving. You tried using your hands? My hands? My hands are always touching the ground. Well, that's the most unhygienic thing I've ever heard. Disgusting. So, would you say that you're enjoying being human? I'll put that down as a no. Oh, ma'am. Hi, excuse me. Ah, don't eat me! Oh, jeez, I'm not gonna eat you. No, sorry, you startled me. I thought you were a snake for a second. You really don't need to worry about snakes. I mean, okay, you should be careful about poisonous ones, but what are you talking about? Well, you're much bigger now. Sure, just imagine how big the snakes must be. Giant snakes! Big enough to eat a frog my size in one bite. Can you imagine? Nowhere is safe. They'll smash down this shack like it was nothing. You better go. You're going to give me nightmares. Hey, is it okay if I look in these lockers? No, don't! What if there's a giant Tara in there? I don't know what that is. It's a type of frog-eating lizard from New Zealand. Well, if through some hilarious coincidence or misadventure there does happen to be one in here, it'll get me first and you can run away. Well, okay. There's actually not much in the way of personal possessions in here. Ragged clothes, some cracked and dented hard hats, a few family photos taped inside the doors, and a note that says, "Taping photographs on the inside of the locker doors is a violation of protocol and you will be noted on your record management." Great, there's nothing in there. Hi? Hello? What is that weird sound? What sound? Sound that I just made. There it is again. Me talking? I guess. But what's with all these different noises? Normally I just go ribbit and everyone gets what I mean. Well, you're human now. It works differently for us. It's wildly inefficient, clumsy, and confusing. I don't like this at all. Well, how do you like being a human apart from that? Ribbit. Even the basic ribbit sounds all weird and gross. Guess I'll put you down as doesn't like it. After the foreman. Hey there, how you feeling? What's going on? Where am I? What am I? Judging by your suit and office, you're in the body of a wealthy quarry owner. I don't know what that means. Is it something to do with money? I suddenly want a lot of that, whatever it is. Around here, money is more specifically called meat. Meat. Gotcha. Do you have any? Give me some. But sorry, no. I need that for purchasing goods and services. Is that what it's for? Huh. Are goods and services not just available for those that need them? Wow, I really don't have the time to explain capitalism to you. Well, whatever. I don't need to understand how stuff works. I just need that sweet meat. Kind of disturbing how quickly you've picked this up. Come on, man, I'm desperate. My meat number isn't going up at all. Help me out here. I'm just going to back away now. I still don't have the key for that. Oh, ask the frog guy. Have you seen the key for the safe, have you? The key? That little pointy brass doohickey in my leg skin hole is? Pocket. That's called a pocket. And yeah, probably. Can I have it? Depends on how much meat you're going to give me. I'll give you a million. A million meat. I'll give you 50. For 50, you can rent the key for 1 minute. Sure, whatever, it's a deal. You hand over the meat, and the frogman lends you his brass key. Look at all this meat. I'm going to use it to get more meat, and then I'll use that meat to get more meat. It's important in its own right as a way to keep score against other people who have a lot of meat. Okay, let's not get too unsubtle there. You unlock the safe, return the key, and find a bunch of tins of fancy, expensive caviar. Riche and Foret brand caviar. It doesn't actually say caviar. It says boulette de poisson salé, but the picture on the side of the tin looks like caviar. There's a lot of it in the safe. The foreman must be into the finer things in life, where finer is defined as expensive. Is there a different kind? I don't know. Kind of curious as to what does this do. Oh, we need. Okay, it's a quest item. I gotcha. See what you learn about the humans' lives before they switched bodies. Boy in demand. Hey, Tantalus, welcome and thank you. I don't know if I'm supposed to go to the frog bog and actually talk to the humans, but I'm gonna do so just to be safe. Uh-oh. Now here's a sad sight. An old house abandoned long ago to the swamp, half sunk in wet muck that passes in these parts for roads. Roads. Might have been a nice family lived in that house one time. Now you look at it, it's a shame, that's all. My year review, I believe you rated me most. Aw, I don't even keep track of that. Probably go to him and figure out what to do with the... Okay. So I did not need to go and talk with the frogs. Oh well. Wrong quarry. Jeepers creepers, there's a bandit shot dead on the floor. Uh-oh. Right in the foyer. Must have come out here looking for treasure. From the look of it, he wasn't the only one. Stink of death hangs heavy in this place. Holy gosh. The sitting room is littered with bodies. 3 more bandits and the entire defensive line in the Ocean City football team? Obvious what happened. Bandits and football players got sold the same line on a buried treasure by some shifty rumor monger. Both groups came here searching for their fortune, ran into each other, and everyone got shot to pieces. Wherever the double dealer who sold him the tip is now, he'd better be smiling. Oh, he's here in the kitchen. Also shot. By a bandit and a landbacker, looks like.
Magical songs of
They
enchantment.
got him too. Poor pathetic souls.
Magical songs of a flute is just what I need to play. A flute is just what I need to play magical.
Tantalus. Sorry, hey yo, Tantalus. Plot twist, sing the game text for a minute. Oh, okay. Oh, I was like, my phone's almost dead, so hang on. Timer. Here we go. 1 minute on the clock. Now the bedroom, finish the line, and here's who made it. Quarterback and the wide receiver. You figured they'd been on the same side, but they shot each other in the bank simultaneously. And there's nothing in here but a single jewelry box on a nightstand. Ain't that funny? All that death for a couple of trinkets. Nothing rots like a person in greed. Yoink. We got the jewelry case, the jewelry case. You got the... Oh, and there goes... Apparently, I sing way too... There we go. There you go. Guess that works. Jewelry case. A+. Thank you. I tried. A small jewelry box that will come in handy if you need to move some jewelry from place to place. And you don't want to wear it on the trip. Leave openly and continue where you were going. I meant to go to the Haim Quarry. You hear a commotion, or perhaps a tussle, or a good old-fashioned ruckus nearby. Investigating, you find that several vampires have a gator man pinched to the ground and appear to be trying to vampirize him. Grah! Still, will you? His neck is all scaly and tough. Did someone bring a drill or a can opener or something? I'm gonna sneak away. You managed to get away without them noticing you, as if you're really going to stick your net out for a gatorman, literally or otherwise. You'd probably try to eat me after. Alright, we'll go back and talk to Frogger. Oh, hey, any luck about finding out about the frogs and humans and vice versa? I've talked to all the frogs. What about the human side of things? Well, from what I discovered, this was a really crappy place to work. Still looking around, though. Okay, well, rather than have you explain things piecemeal, let's keep it simple and save the explanations until you've finished. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess I need to continue. What could I have missed? Do we need to go in here? Clearly the employees here weren't being fed very well, or possibly at all. Maybe that's why there weren't very many. Maybe they ate each other. Uh-oh. Damn it. An institutional metal bed frame and the thinnest mattress you've ever seen. The sheets are all tattered too, although they look like someone's doing their best to keep them clean. There's a note on the headboard. Whoever's doing it, please take your boots off when it's your turn to use the bed, no matter how tired you are. Ah, here we are. Personnel files. Examine in detail. There's a lot of incidents of workers being written up for complaining. Also a lot of injury reports. And wow, salaries listed are pathetic, nearly to the point of being criminal. They also find a handwritten letter from one of the workers formally requesting that the crew be issued new hard hats. Scrawled across the bottom in another hand is the comment, "Ha! Does he think I'm made of money?" Replace Star Wars game. Gonna make you sing the opening crawl. Ooh, probably not that likely. Mostly because I've watched Star Wars as a kid, but I wasn't really into it. Now, Harry Potter, on the other hand, that was my bread and jam. Yep, loved Harry Potter as a kid. I was okay with Star Wars, but like I said, just wasn't my favorite. Okay, so there's still stuff I need to look at. What else am I missing? I need to examine the truck. No. Investigate the bookshelf. So a fancy meal. Dig through the desk. Bunch of papers and stuff if you want to look through them. Ah, here we are. You shuffle the papers around. They're mainly invoices and receipts. Things you find of interest are a yacht catalog, a telegram, and a receipt from the Pinkertons. He has to search for something else or suggesting that was obviously not meant to be sung. Just about, I was like, if you've ever heard the fan-made Undertale the musical, then that is a trip, because some of the songs, great, beautifully done, perfect, and other ones are like, this was not meant to be sung to. They're trying so hard. Read the telegram. Dear sir, prepared to offer 250,000 for each emerald of cut, color, and clarity you describe. Stop. Please telephone to arrange visit and inspection by our expert. Stop. Regards, Seymour Hartier. 500,000 meat. Jeez, that would buy a whole lot of gumballs. There's a picture of a particularly fancy yacht that's been circled in red ink. The price is listed at 200,000 meat. Grief, you'd have to grind a whole lot of random encounters to see that kind of money. Got the fancy Pinkerton's National Detective Agency logo at the top, and the charge listed is 500 meat for services rendered on July 6th of last year. Well, that tears it. The guys running this place are absolutely horrible. Let's see if that was enough. Frogger! Yep, done investigating. Great, what did you find out? Well, all the frogs either hate their new human bodies or they're being driven crazy by them. They're all having a really terrible time. Geez, really? Well, that stinks. I like those guys. On the human side, it's clear that everyone working here was super miserable except the foreman, who was keeping all of the profits for himself while he paid the workers basically nothing and spent even less than that on maintaining the place. Also, he was planning on selling those emeralds. I can basically guarantee that the foreman forced the guy you're wearing to take the eye. Well, that sounds pretty conclusive. So what now? Hop. I guess I had better go ahead and change everyone back. It's gonna suck to go back to being a frog after tasting this sweet human freedom. The other frogs hate this, and the humans don't deserve it, so go ahead and put the emerald back in the idol. There might be another option. What do you mean? Well, we've got one frog who wants to be a human, and one human who sucks and should probably get some justice, right? Oh, huh, swap me into the foreman's body? And change everyone else back? Yeah. Can we do that? Is that a thing? Well, yeah, the swaps really were like, a proximity thing, then if we got, but then, okay, yeah. I think it might be doable. No guarantees, but hey, when are there ever guarantees, am I right? What's your plan? First thing we need to do, and by we you mean me, naturally, is to get the foreman's body and my frog body down here next to the idol. How do I do that? Well, how do you humans generally get people to do things you want them to do? Bribery? I was gonna say ask nicely, but when you think about it, a bribe is the ultimate form of asking nicely. Well, I know that the foreman frog here. Hey, can I get you to follow me for a minute? There's something I need to show you. Bah! I don't have time to do things a poor person does. The only place I'm going is the top. Please? It's important. The only thing important to me is M-U-N... Wait, how do you spell money? With an O? M-O-N-N-E-Y. Maybe I can make it worth your while? Oh, are you gonna give me more meat? I must warn you, now that I've established myself as a human of wealth, the price has increased drastically. How much? 12 of brilliant meat. That isn't a number. Numbers go on forever. You don't know them all. How about this tin of fancy caviar? What's that? Fish eggs. Oh, that sounds like something a frog would eat, and I'm a human person. No, this is a food specifically liked by rich human people. You can tell because the label is in French. See? Something about the juxtaposition of the words food and French makes me deeply uncomfortable. No, thank you. You shrug and put the caviar back in the safe. You're feeling either hoity-toity enough to eat it yourself. Can I catch the flies? This dialogue, I know. So, for those of you who don't know, essentially, these people that I'm talking to are actually frogs in human bodies, and there's like a settlement a little ways away of frogs that have human minds in them. We're trying to undo a curse. It looks like I might be able to enter that one cave point with the flies surrounding it. Oh, jeez. Ew, why? Vein of extra bloody hematite. Ask it for a donation. Nice. These flies are large and aggressive. That's two understatements for the price of one. Ew. Oh, and they're poisonous too. Great. Jeez. This one wants to attack Rufus. Do you have anything I can throw? Oh, sweet. E. Throw it. Nice. Africa Rockfort. Nice. Oh, that didn't do much, did it? Oh well. Goodbye. Get him, Molly. Revel in my Malador. You won! No unusually large flies on you. Ew. A giant pile of squirming maggots. Also a squirming pile of giant magnets. Pick one of the huge, nasty, wiggling grubs. Ew. Yuck. Ew. The back way out of the cave. Oh, okay. Ew. Well, alright. You. Becky, it's like, please can I get you to come with me for a minute? I enjoy that you're begging, but I require a more substantial inception. Well, how about this big, juicy maggot? That is also frog food. I am human. A wealthy human. Look at how fat and meaty it is. Did you ever see a maggot this size? Only the truly wealthy could afford to eat such an enormous maggot. It does look pretty good. I mean, I'd have eaten it myself already, but since I'm poor, I didn't think I deserved it. But if you don't want it, you move the maggot towards your mouth, slowing down considerably as you get closer. It writhes in your hand like a weasel trapped in a wet rubber bag. Ugh, this is so gross. No, stop! Oh, thank God. I won't allow it. You're quite right. This maggot is a feast only for those who could truly appreciate it. Hand it over immediately. Come with me to the cave in the quarry, and I'll give it to you when we get there. Very well, if you insist. You heard me. You lead the frogman to the idol in the cave, give him the maggot, and convince him to stay there for a while with the promises of more maggots later. I don't know how to get the... okay. Still working on it. I have to go and figure out which frog is the foreman. Back to the bog. You find an old medicine show wagon overturned in the swamp. Most of its contents have long since hazardously dissolved into the local ecosystem, but there's probably some stuff left. A few damp toiletries and even damper medicaments. Ooh. Got some tooth wax, styptic pencil, nice. Rhino balm. And more tooth wax. A healthy haul. You look around, but you can't tell which frog is the one you're looking for. Hey, I'm looking for a specific frog. I mean, guy. Guy who was in the cave with the weird statue. Frogs just sort of stare at you. Probably the guy who took the emerald out of it. It's fine, though. No harm done. Well, kind of a lot of harm done, actually, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't your fault. I mean, I'm not here to hassle you about it, but I need your help fixing this. Frogs continue staring. Hello? I wonder why. Oh, okay. I have to go back and talk to Frogger again. Oh. He just keeps giving me. Oh, I didn't realize I could. Oh, I didn't even realize I could jump. Lol. Frogger. I don't know how to get the XU down here. It's probably taking time for those guys' human minds to fully incorporate into their frog bodies. Same as with us frogs in our human bodies. Maybe you can just call him by name and he'd recognize it? And you said that you got your name from inside his head, so his name's also Frogger at Yielding? Well, something like that? I'm not sure. It's confusing in here. So his name is Frogger at Yielding? Interesting. Notice a big brown rock half submerged in the swamp. It's an ancient mammoth coprolith. Scrape off the good bits. You can almost tell what the mammoth had for breakfast. Yeah. Hey, is there a Frogger at Yielding here? I'm looking for a frog who used to be a guy named Frogger at Yielding. You don't get any particular response. I mean, I know that's not exactly a standard sort of name for a human guy, but it's something like that? Nothing. Shoot. Okay. Oh. Okay. Swoon. Ah, for the love of... What's with all these stinking mushrooms? I've got spores all over me again. Why, don't shoot them. You'll just get more spores everywhere. Yeah, but I'll feel better about it. Maintain a solution for every situation, Buck, but it works far more often than you'd think. Look, just wipe the spores off with this handkerchief. Don't get all bent out of shape. It's never happened when I was working this strong on jobs, except for that time that goblin exploded at me. You got some fragrant spores. I should bring Gabby back. Roger Fielding. Okay. You look through the personnel files again, and not surprisingly, you don't find anyone named Frogger Yielding, but you do find a guy named Roger Fielding. That makes much more sense as a human name. He has a lot of black marks on his record for things like not shutting up about workforce safety conditions and whining about food. Alright, let's go look for Roger. Roger Fielding! Buy a sack. Uh, As you round a clump of mangrove trees or whatever kind of trees these are, you come face to face with a bearded gatorman and his big filthy sack. You should clarify that it's a burlap sack and it doesn't have a face, just the gatorman does. Oops, buy sack, 121 meat. Sale final. What's in the sack? Well, I do have the meat for it. You open the bag to reveal your prize. It's like Crimbo. A sad, wet, dirty Crimbo. You got the Weed Lord fetish. Drippy little totem woven from swamp weeds. Steal HP from an opponent equal to your muscle once per fight. Oh, that's actually pretty useful. Swamp mushroom. The swamp mushroom does not appear in any mycology text because mycologists famously refuse to get their shoes wet. I also got the nasty pastry. You wouldn't feed this to a dog, though you would throw it at a dog if the dog was clearly a threat. Was it worth the money? Perhaps not, but... Hey, is anyone here named Roger Fielding? I am looking for a man named Roger Fielding whose mind is trapped inside the body of a frog. I cannot believe what my life has become. A frog comes up to you. Ribbit. Hey, hi. Are you Roger? Ribbit. I sure hope that means yes. Listen, I am this close to fixing this whole mess. I just need you to come back to that idol with me. Ribbit. Lead Roger back to the cave. Well, that was easy. Alright. Looks like you got him. Nice work. Are you sure that's the right frog? As sure as I can be. It's not like they have name tags. What's next? Well, here's my plan. You put the emerald back in the statue, undoing the curse. The foreman and I both zap back to our original bodies. The foreman sees the emerald, and because he's a greedy hopper, he grabs one, reactivating the curse. While he does that, I jump onto his head, ensuring that I'm the nearest frog to him when the switch happens. Okay, I only see one thing wrong with this plan. What's that? I don't want to be a frog. When he reactivates the curse, it'll switch everybody. Nothing will actually be fixed by this. Ah, yes, that's the other part of the plan. See, I think we can avoid that. Think? Because I'm a devout worshipper of the frog god and all the frogs share one mind. So if the whole frog mind prays to the frog god to only curse this one jerk who's stealing the eye from the statue, hopefully the frog god will listen. Hopefully? Look, if you got a better plan, I'm all ears. Just 2 ears, but that's more than I used to have. And I'll put the eye back. The frogman and who are the man frogs? So the one I was talking to was originally a frog and he wants to be a human. He's the only one who does not want to be a frog again. We're trying to reverse the curse, but only a little bit. So we want all the humans to turn back into humans and all the frogs that were frogs to go back to being a frog. However, we're trying to make sure that the foreman, who is awful and terrible, is the only one that gets cursed because he was the only one that would have profited off of all of this. So we're trying to switch Frogger, who is our human frog man that was talking to us, from that body to the body of the foreman. Man, that was complicated. Okay. I guess there's nothing left to do, but wheels within wheels within wheels, yes. There's an achievement if you get all of this right, by the way. Here we are, mess with it. Return the missing eye. Moo, hi cowboy. The statue's remaining eye glitters at you calmly and inscrutably. In the interest of full disclosure, I should point out that this is a one-way decision. If you mess with the idol, you won't be able to change your mind afterwards. Don't mess this up. Here we go. You socket the missing emerald back into the statue. Both eyes flash with a brilliant green light, then dim again. Oh, what the blazes? Ah, geez, my brain feels all slimy and weird. Fielding, didn't I tell you get me these emeralds? I thought I forget it. Clearly, if I want something done around here, I've got to do it myself. Ribbit. Stand back. As the foreman grabs the emerald and twists it, you see the frog jump onto his head and close his eyes real tight. The frog god's emerald eyes flash a bright, almost blinding green light. There. Did it work? Did what work, boss? You check your hands. They are thankfully your regular human hands. Yeah, it worked. Yes! Take the other emerald. You pop the other emerald out of its socket. Frog God's eyes flare again and then go dark, this time for good. You got an item, another gleaming emerald. Ribbit? What the heck is going on here? I'll explain later. What's going on here is you get a raise and a week's vacation. All the workers get a raise and a week's vacation. Ribbit? You feeling okay, boss? That'll take a lot of explaining. Thanks for all your help, kid. Rufus, I should say. You did good. Oh, no problem, Frogger, or whatever your name is now. Unfortunately, I gotta ask you for the emerald back. I think I'm gonna need to sell these to get this place up to code and clean up the ecological damage and pay the workers real salaries and so on. Oh, okay. Here, maybe take this frog with you? Maybe you can teach him not to be such a hopwad. Ribbit, you got Mr. Heim, the greedy frog. Steals meat from your enemies. Oh. Nice. This frog seems confused, but not so confused to know a fat wallet when it smells one. We got a new pet. Are you okay? It'll be fine if I can just sleep instead of working 4 shifts. I heard the foreman declared a holiday. You think he'll give me a few hours off? Well, I heard him say everyone gets a whole week off. Oh, thank God. I'm so tired I could sleep on a granite block. That one right there. Which is where I've actually been sleeping. On alternate Sundays. Wow. Oh, you forgot. I still have the high heels on. I could switch it to something. Looking like a thief from the 1950s. Pardon me, sorry. How's it going? My mouth feels weird, but other than that, everything's normal, I guess. Is it true we've got a new foreman? Yep, that's a fact. Well, sort of. In a sense. As long as you can get some decent food around here, I'll be satisfied. I don't think that'll be a problem, except that you might have to be real specific about what decent food means. What? Well, you see... Everything alright? What's going on? I heard there's a new foreman. Well, in a sense, yeah. At any rate, things should run a lot more equitably around here from now on. I had some kind of weird dream. Feel all groggy. Close. Very close. I want to talk to the lady that was in here. Everything okay? I heard Mr. Haim had some sort of change of heart. Is it true? I don't know about his heart, but you could say he changed his mind. That's wonderful news. I think he'd buy me a new mop. Mine only has the stick left. Wow. If your expectations are that low, you're going to have a real surprise. A bucket? You poor thing. Not really anything in here that I need. Still need to Fix the bird bath for Barbara. Still need to figure out where Kathy and Tongue could have gone. I need to bring the gravel that I did earlier to Rasmussen. I haven't visited the treehouse yet. Portly man in a white linen suit, sitting in a wicker chair in a flat-bottomed boat, is being fanned by two large bats as he pulls his craft through the murky swamp water. Say, pardon me, young man. Might I prevail upon you to lend me some navigatory assistance? I consider myself a man with a sense of direction, but I must admit this bayou has got me turned right around. Well, to start with, you're way too far west to call the swamp a bayou. Well, now it might just be a simple country Dracula. I thought I'd tell a difference between the bayou and some dang Yankee swamp. I really miss Louisville by that much? I'm afraid so. I'm more than 800 miles of the bat flies. Well, tarnation! I'll never make it to the Derby at this rate, and I was looking forward to that mint julep. Reckon I'll just have to make do with a... Is your name Mary by any chance? No, it's Rufus. Bloody Rufus. Oh, and that a port storm, as the poet said. Ooh. I don't have enough mysticality to do either things, so I either have to fight him or I can surrender. I'm gonna at least try to fight him. We'll see if I survive. Of course there's poison right at the bat. Everybody got poisoned. Our hands are bow out. Nice. There we go. Hey, everybody. We did it! You really showed that guy your secret blend of 11 herbs and spices. Metaphorically speaking. Got some meat. Got white suit pants. +1 moxie and 20% to meat drops. Nice. They look nice, but they're tainted with both evil and the sort of mundane stuff pants are usually get tainted with. You also got the vampire bat hat. Not sure if this is a hat for a bat or just the top of a bat's head. +5 spooky armor. Treehouse. A bald cypress so tough and tall, it's no surprise some fellow has chosen to make it of it a tree home. You beat the colonel? I did. Hello. Hey, mister, why don't you keep walking, huh? This is Will Hunter's treehouse and the rules ain't no grown-ups allowed. You mispronounced aloud. Who are you? The 11 herbs and spices make sense. All of the chicken kind thanks you. Mispronounced aloud. What do you want to be mean for? You're just like all them teachers at school. I know you know it's not pronounced teachers. What's your story, Will? Ain't much to tell. I ain't all that interesting, mister, I swear. Not like city folk like you nowadays. Make like a treehouse and leave house. What's up there? Oh, it ain't anything, swear it. You don't want to see anyways. But I do. You'll tell. I won't. You promise? Of course. There's a pause, in which Will apparently thinks it over. Nah, you wouldn't want to see anyways. I'd like to use the telescope you got up there. Right, the telescope's the property of Will Hunter, same as many licorice collection. Oh no, Ed! I'm calling substitute teachers now. What are you doing in a swamp? Nothing special. Same things every boy gets up to, I reckon. I must know what that is. I ain't telling anyways. Can you let me out? I can climb the tree. No adult's ever been up in Will Hunter's treehouse, and I ain't fixing to break that street not for nothing. I'm gonna climb up the tree. Hey now, this is a private treehouse. Stop or I'll tan you till you can't stand up. Taking the risk. Why, there's no boy up in this treehouse at all. Only the large, sagging features of a human face sunk into the tree's very trunk. Surely that can't be young Will Hunter. Ah, well, I reckon now it ain't no keeping you from seeing my plight. I've been wicked, mister. What happened to you? Ain't much to tell. Well, that can't possibly be true. The great tree sighs, shedding scraps of bark that drift to the treehouse floor. Well, have you ever hear of a doctor? You know what that is? Yes, I know what a doctor is. Rub it in, why don't ya? I already told you, Will Hunter never ever got along with no toochers. I only ever met one doctor, Dr. Weiss. Lived on the same street as my step-aunt. Suppose one morning he paid me 6 bits to paint his fence, and well, heck, I swear I was fixing to do it, mister. Now, I heard there was an interesting trout down the river. A little wider than average, but not very wide, just the way Will Hunter likes. How can a boy resist? I agree. It'll go catch a slightly wide trout. You should have painted the fence, Will. Are you asking me? I'm telling you, mister, Will Hunter couldn't resist a gander at a trout, and any boy who says he could is lying. Anyway, Doc Weiss, he wasn't real pleased. And to teach me a lesson, he went and cursed me to be a tree. How about I get a Tom Sawyer story? Or a Huckleberry Finn? Just about. How did this doctor turn you into a tree? I'll ask Will Hunter now. All I know is doctors, they got all sorts of powerful tools. Tweezers, height chart, could have used anything. What lesson are you supposed to learn from this? I ought to paint fences if it says I'm fixing to. You on the curse? Well, the doctor told me I'd stay a tree till I could make a good by painting a bunch of fences all around town. Hard enough for me to do that like this, I'll tell you. I could do it for you. Aw, mister, paint fences? Who wouldn't want to do that? Sure. Lynn picks up, snaps off a few weak twigs, but Will doesn't seem to mind. Hey, that's real swell. Thanks a lot, mister. That doc had cursed me had a nice white picket fence, and he said something like, Will Hunter gotta paint 3 more fences just like his, or I'll be a tree forever. I know, I got Tom Sawyered. Paint 3 fences. Got it. You can get my paintbrush out of my knapsack. I'd just get 'em out to you, but I am a tree. Or a ladder you can put down? Suppose I can. Ain't a ladder in the way, you know. You and I know it, though. But part of this tree that I can sort of waggle around. There's still a boy, I reckon you'd say it's like my fingers or nostrils. Will Hunter extends his long, arborescent fingers and or nostrils through the hole in the treehouse back to the swamp floor. You should be able to climb down those nostrils now. I'll see you around, Will. Go ahead and grab what's in here. Take care of those, will you? That long-handled brush belonged to a grandfather. A grandfather. Your grandfather? Don't think so. I'll keep an eye out for those fences. Here. When he reaches a certain age, a boy loses his enthusiasm for hoarding rocks in a treehouse. This is called the death of innocence. The telescope is a gateway lens that often leads to the use of binoculars. You see nothing out of the ordinary. Rivers run around the trunks of the trees, crawdads and crawmoms make up on the rocks, and there's a duck impaled on the beak of a heron. Here in the swamp, it's like a day like any other, and the circle of life turns on and on. Rocks make great ammo. That's probably why they're really up there. I could go back to Barbara's hut, but... Find the arm of a traveling salesman sticking out of the ground. Given the condition of the arm, it seems like the body it's attached to must have been down there for quite some time. Grab the ring. The ring slips off easily because the finger is both wet and withered with decay. One or the other would have sufficed. You got the inside-out ring of weakness. When you put this on, you're technically not the only person wearing it. Everyone but you loses one of each stat at the start of combat. No thanks. Give the arm a proper burial. Every time you try to dig, the hole immediately fills up with water. You decide to just use the shovel to press the arm down below the surface and call it a day. Would have been funny if it was. Oh, that the treehouse is not made of glass. Right, I would need sleaze and stench armor. Eau de toilette. Enter armor by 3. Plus 3. Okay, so I should be fine. If I eat this. I already have those equipped. Black. Alright. Yeah, we got it. You slop the filth out of the bird bath and hide it behind a tree where no one can see it. Barbara, we fixed it. Hello, how are the chores going? I finished here's your cattails. Great, thanks. So what's the mysterious third task? Go down in the basement and fetch a sack of bird feed for me. Basement? How do you have a basement in a swamp? It's weird, I know. I think Granny's magic keeps it from collapsing. It also makes it kind of scary down there. You have a flashlight, right? Yeah, I have a flashlight. His box is broken beyond repair. You have no choice but to dwell in the darkness. Barbara wasn't kidding. It is uncomfortably dark down here. I need spooky armor. Which I can use if I equip the vampire bat hat. Nice. Go deeper. There's mice down here. As long as this basement, you're pretty sure you should have reached the back wall by now. Turn back. Makes sense why she keeps this thing in the basement. You don't particularly want to know what this puddle consists of. But that's a lot of rats. Are they whispering, get out? You can hear that, right? It's not just me. Keep going! The ground has started to shake and bits of dirt are falling from the ceiling. The grumbling noise almost sounds like someone growling. Your soul is mine. Seems like bad news. We're going to keep going. This must be the original Barbara Yargara's magic books. Unfortunately, it's as dark as the inside of a dog down here. Oddly specific. Ground is shaking more violently, furiously even. The walls howl, "Die, you fool!" as you at you as the rocks falling from the cave's ceiling threaten to bury you alive. Too bad. Get the seeds. Let's go. I wonder why she's terrified of going in here. Oh, well, what about the side quest? This is a side quest. It's just a different one. Here's a sack of birdseed. You kind of undersold how scary it is down there. Sorry about that. Maybe I can learn a charm to keep the mice away. And the voices, the bleeding walls. It doesn't sound familiar. Maybe your flashlight was acting up? Anyway, thanks. Here's that feather I promised. You got the feather. Yeah, let's go. We found all the cryptids. Time to fly. Go back to the monster shack. Oh. We've already seen that interaction. Who was the one that wanted the Barbara Yagra stuff? Um... Is it you? Okay, yep. Hey, look, getting a feather from Barbara Yagra? You mean the one from one of her birds, right? Yeah, she doesn't have feathers herself. We established that. Oh, good, just tucking. Here you go. Wow, thanks, mister. What was she like? She was pretty nice, actually. Don't go in her basement, though. Kid takes your sash, pins another badge to it, and hands it back to you. Yo, we've completed the sash. That's a good item to have. I'll equip that accessory. Nice. Time to paint a fence. The thing is, I'm not sure what fence they want me to paint. The possibility that that I might have to go to a different area. Maybe there's some in the city that I can paint. Gotcha, playing unstuck, and I got your macadam. Two of you spent some time making a makeshift runaway. It's hard, dirty work, but it beats dealing with fairies and fishermen and the rest of the bonkers nonsense you've been getting up to. We're getting there, but we haven't managed to find anything to distill the thingamadoober. Alright, so there's the abandoned truck, but we haven't figured out where Kathy and Tom could have walked out to. Engine has been eaten. Under the seats. Google does say they are in other cities. Okay, I gotcha. be the dolphin house? Toss a match. The scented candle might be more appropriate, but a match will have to do. Swamp gas ignites into a bright green ball of flame, and the stink bugs comet away, doing impressions of very short-lived fireflies. There's a hole in it. I mean... I have no idea where Tom and Kathy could have walked. Their brothers, the hamlet. No thank you. No bye! I already freed the person that was in here. Hello, friend. Be best. Weapon weak, need power. Really have any? There's the the dire corn holder maybe. Ah, here we go. Yay! Send him off to the hobos. The Gator Man. Oh, I found them! Oh my god. Are you Tom and Kathy? Tom Tracy, Kathy Chapman. Oh, you forgot which was who. I think it was Kathy Tracy. Okay, yep. Boy nods slightly. He can see you put in the work to remember their surnames, and though you may be at cross purposes, respect must be paid. He wants to know. I've been looking literally everywhere for you. Really? Lots of time when folks say literally, they're not using it right. When people say it's literally raining on my wedding day, they're not talking about actually raining. I do mean it, though. Oh. Take a last look. We're on the next bus out. Folks back home think you were kidnapped or eaten. That's so typical. They can't even conceive that someone might not want to live the same small little large vast life that they do. It's not even a life. Not for us, it's not. The kind of life we want to lead, it's only possible in the city. What kind of life is that? We're gonna start a business making wigs for judges. Is that a job? I don't think judges wear wigs in this country. More power to you, I guess. And to you, so long as your goals don't conflict with ours. I don't know if you're thinking about starting a wig business. I need to take you back to your parents. All of that, you need to take us back like a bass needs bones. We're not going back, pal. Not ever. Largemouth Bass and Sons is a trap. All we could ever do there is repeat the same old toxic patterns our fathers did, our grandfathers did. Debone the fish and rebone the fish. Debone the fish. What's the point? It's a mindless life and it's never going to change. Ah, pal, not for us. Better to die in poverty than to live in a largemouth bass deboner or reboner. Fortunately, I was hired to bring you home. Listen, friend. We're not going back. There's nobody that can make us. I like that. Please. Please. Making an offer they can't refuse. Please. Uh-oh. Yo! We found Occam's Gator. Yo, we found Occam's Gator. We need cotton balls to put in our mouth first. That's a real guy? Occam's Gator he's the bait of our lives, our family's lives. He's haunted us, tortured us before I was even born. What does he want? Back. Did you just say back? Miserable back. We will be miserable if we go back. The gator sneers. To your surprise, the beast apparently has no intention of killing or eating the children, but means to return home to largemouth bass and sons. But why? Why would it care? And baby back ribs. You want them to be miserable? Oh yes, miserable back. I don't know what Occam's Gator wants except our whole family to be miserable. I don't know why he torments us. What's your problem? Misery. You just want to cause misery? Bass misery. To largemouth bass and sons specifically. Grrm. Why exactly? God. What? Misery God. You have a god that wants to cause misery to these guys. Amen. What's your god's name? Occam's Gator. Now you leave these kids alone. Thank you, but there's no shaking Occam's Gator when he's got his mind setting to the thing. Mindset. There's gotta be a way we can work this out. Violence. I don't have enough moxie to change his mind. And apart from that, violence, misery. Hey, Gator, leave them kids alone. Well, I can't change his mind. I don't have any moxie for that. I'd have to fight him. Don T, yo! We got an extra person. Let's go. Just sing it like in the song. Oh, this is gonna be a rough fight. Behold the glory of cheese! Immune to bleeding and poison. This does stench damage. Summon my cheese servant. Cheese for everybody. Whisk him up good, boys. Woo! Oh, he does spooky damage. Okay. Good thing I'm wearing spooky armor. Punch him! Get him! Only 3 HP. Well, they can't all be winners. Wonder how gator meat tastes. I've never had gator meat, but apparently that is something you can get in Florida. My sister tried some while they went on vacation this past year. I was in Germany at the time, so I didn't get to go with them, but maybe I'll schedule a vacation down there some point. I bet he's immune to bleeding. Nice. You have a red or a white with the gator? What? Oh, like red or white meat? Goodbye, cheese golem. Oh, red or white wine. Like I said, I don't know because I've never had gator, but I think it's like a lighter type of meat. They'll fry it up like catfish, I think. So probably a lighter wine would be my guess. If it's closer to seafood. We did it! We beat Occam's gator! You got the dried swamp meat. You got Occam gator's toenail. And you got the amphibious truck engine. He who does misery unto others will also have that misery done unto him, which is another way of saying you beat Occam's gator senseless, and his reptilian remains have decomposed into swamp goo. Perhaps now the folks at Largemouth Bass & Sons will tell stories about you. It's not like you don't deserve it at this point. Gemini's thinking, I don't know what to say. Nobody's ever done anything like that for me before. Kill a huge gator, man, I mean. Nobody's ever done that for me before either. I don't know how I can repay you. Oh, there's money. I forgot about my money for a second. Accept the meat and nod at Tom. I know it's not much, but would you want this? A free sample? A judge's wig. Judges wear these wigs to keep their hair from influencing the case. Plus 10 to your maximum HP and regenerate 3 HP per round. Alright. Enjoy that, but mind you don't combine it with the jury's wig and the executioner's wig. Nobody should have that much power. Hold on just now. Are you still trying to take us back? I'll go get the bus. I give you my blessing. Thank you, Father. Huh? You said blessing, so I just assumed. No, it's fine. It's still nice to have your blessing anyway. Thanks. Have a good life, mister. I know we will. Bye then. Okay. I can return to Bass Place. Where is it? Way too freaking far. Report back to him. Need to see this. Ain't never. Ain't I? My friend, those are vulgar contractions of Occam's Gator. I can give Kathy a copy of Jane Eyre to give her to contract improperly. Now, this letter's an obvious ruse, my friend. Occam's clumsy attempt to throw us off the scent. Daughter ran away from home. Any chance, Occam's Gator's dead? I'd like to believe you, but he's died before. One time from a rifle shot to the head, another from TB. He always rises from the ashes, like that bird. The phoenix? No, I'm thinking of a duck. Sorry about your daughter. We should realize she's made a mistake. Her mother always told her, don't throw your life away for a man like I did. Meaning you? Huh. Now that you mention it, I wonder. Concerned about the future of the business without Kathy? We'll suffer the setback like we've always done, but our plan to rebrand as Largemouth Baths and Sons and Daughter will have to be put on hold. A pity. The name rolls off the tongue, which would be appropriate, as that's how we slide the fish's bones out. Any chance I could still get that fishing rod? I'd sooner give it to the bass themselves. Fair enough. God knows what they'd do if the fish got their flippers on that sort of technology, though. I don't mind telling you, I think we'd either be dead in a week or working for them. Well, not much else I can do then. It is kind of cool we managed to do. That we managed to beat Occam's Gator. Sorry about your son. No, I'm actually proud of him. Oh. Okay. Worried about the future of the business. Succession's only an issue if I die, wouldn't you agree? And that's far from inevitable, especially if I invest in a good helmet. Occam's Gator is dead. Say that, but I'm not convinced he'll actually die. I've seen him sucked into a biplane propeller only for his ooze to reconstitute itself into an even larger form. As far as I'm concerned, there are two constants in life. Death, specifically Occam's Gator not having one, and taxes. It's things we're herring you about every month that sound very boring. Indeed. Kitty! Yo! I can pet the cat! And he says white is a safe choice, depending on the manner the meat is cooked. Okay. As you approach, the cat raises a quizzical eyebrow. I don't know what you're talking about. I certainly didn't have anything to do with helping Tom Chapman and Kathy Tracy fleet their largemouth bass fishing fathers. The cat only chuckles in response. What's your name, girl? The cat points to its color. Charybdis. I didn't even need to ask, I guess. I can receive a boon. Yay! The loyalty of fisher cats is not easily won, but once it is, it's won for life. You pet Charybdis. Unfortunately, it's about all that loyalty is good for. 20% item drops. Kitty! I have to pet the kitty! I can't go back there. So does that mean I can unlock... I think there was another cat over here, wasn't there? Cat hates water. It depends on the cat. Hello. Hey girl, what's your name? Cat nods at its collar. Scylla, it says. Scylla, what's that big leg for? The cat nods at the other side of the collar, which says, you didn't go against the family. Leave her be for now. Time for to go. Yeah, I should probably stop soon. I'm a little bit past my usual time. Which means I guess we'll have to leave the painting of fences for another day. Is Odysseus around? Maybe. In fact, now that I think about it, there was a cat in the monster shack. I think I've been ambushed by Gatormen. It's very still and hope they leave. They do not leave. Well, they do eventually, but not before beating the crap out of you. Ah, Scylla and Charybdis. Yeah. And then there's another cat in here. Title that says Boris only. So this one must be Boris? Yay! We can know Fat Boris. Yay! Okay. And then there's one back at the agency that I usually pet before I leave. Let's see. That's 4 cats that I've unlocked. I don't know where the other ones are. That's it for now. Yep, Scylla and Charybdis. I recognize the name Charybdis, but I can't remember which story he or she was from. Now Scylla, on the other hand, was it's like Scylla was the name of the monster in the Odyssey, wasn't she? Just use the electric can opener and they'll come to you. I will admit that I only know this mostly because of Epic the Musical. My brother knows more about myths and legends like that than I do. In fact, he used to like Greek myths so much that he tried to learn Greek at one point in high school. I don't think he got very far on it, though. Let's see. I think we did. I think we did Zerg last time. Kylie's on. Rico's on. Chronicle is playing Gal Guardians, which I think was like a side scroller. You know, it's been a minute since I last raided Rico. Okay, there are 2 monsters, so Charybdis was also in the Odyssey. You had to pass between them. Gotcha. I have to admit that the Odyssey makes me just a little bit mad, or at least the way Epic portrayed it made me mad, because he could have avoided so much trouble. He could have avoided so much trouble if he hadn't given the Cyclops his name. If he had just kept the whole nobody thing, he could have been scot-free. Like, all that suffering for nothing. Anyway. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go for tonight. We're going to be raiding Rico, so I hope you guys have a lot of fun. It's like he's playing Plate Up with some friends, so that's gonna be a great time. I will be back on Saturday. I plan on doing the no save run of Yuppie Psycho in order to get the true ending. So prepare thine, it's like prepare thine selves, because it's gonna be a long day. But for now, I wish you guys a good evening and a happy Friday. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!